welcome back to another episode of Survival with Fix. Well, we're back in the Supporters Kingdom, and the first time we came here, we really did an all-in overhaul of this building because this is my storage building for this world, and I really needed to then consolidate storage. So it really turned into just a massive project. Then the next thing that we did over here is we worked on the mines because I'm going to need a place to do some mining, and I thought that this would be a nice, clean, easy place to do it. And then while I was here, one thing led to another, and all of a sudden we ended up doing this whole big mining area, and it looks really nice. So I really like these two areas. So now we're going to do a third one, and my goal is to do a rather simple one this time. And I'm thinking this house right here. It's really close. I kind of want to start at the storage building and kind of just go all around the other areas. So little sort of unfinished areas like this are going to go, and then what we'll do is we'll convert this place into a little bit more of a thredimensional thing. Looks like there's a couple of villagers, a bunch of villagers up here. So there's something. I don't know what they are. Then there's this overhang here that I don't really see what exactly it is. Now the iron bars in the windows tell me maybe this is supposed to be a jail, maybe? So should we make this into a bit of a jail? Although the stuff down here does kind of feel, oh no, there's beds down here, a lot of beds. There's four, oh geez, holy, there's like 4, 6, there's 12, there's 24 beds here. I want to see what I think it is just from my first intake and then go from there. If I go down here, it does look like, okay, you know what I'm thinking this is a barracks of some sort. So because this looks like prisoners, and it looks like, my goodness, looks like there's been a lot of patrols going by. Yes, okay, so I'm going to say, down here, this is the prisoner area, right? This is the prisoner area, and up here, this is sort of the city guard zone. So we are going to turn this building into an overhauled city guard zone. I like the guts of it. If I pop out here and just take a look at it, I like that there's like a landing down here, a landing up here, a roof up here, and then also a sort of overhang area here. And I really like the guts. I'm not going to change the guts of it, but I'm going to do a little bit of stuff. Now this building is Shalene build. Don't take anything. Well, I already took it all, Shalene. Sorry about that, but I did consolidate all the stuff in my single player world. So Shalene, we're doing this as a Fixxitt overhaul here it's going to be, I'm going to call it the guard building of the city. I just did a very long, like 2.5 hour long live stream, and we did a lot of work. By the way, I do live stream, so if you are watching this, you're like, I didn't know that. Well, make sure the bell for YouTube is clicked, and also I live stream over on Twitch as well. Same username. You can just grab that right there, and I stream at the same time. So if Twitch is more your jam, you can check me out over there, or of course on YouTube on the main channel, or even sometimes on the second channel if I'm doing some sort of very low key. I call it Fixxitt412 Off the Record, so I'm doing some like off the record type of stuff. But things are coming along really well in this house. It's really transformed to a totally different thing than when we last left off. Did a little trellis over here. I think it looks nice, right? I think it looks nice, and just, I think it matches sort of my general style of house where I did over here and over there. And as we continue on, more and more houses will sort of look like this. Like we'll be just changing out as it is right now, which there's nothing wrong with it right now, but I want to make it look more like I build, which is kind of like this. And this house is it is a garrison, so I think that it doesn't look exactly like a garrison anymore, but I think it looks really nice. There are villagers still somehow alive in this town. I just can't believe it. There are very few zombies. I think my supporters did an amazing job lighting up this entire place. But things are coming along really well, and I really like it so far. Tons of progress here. There's actually not a lot left to do in this house, except for I want to do a fireplace because I don't really care about necessarily a fireplace per se, although this is a nice custom tree that's going to have to go. I hate destroying custom trees, but I have this big blank area of wall right here that, it is covered by this custom tree, but I think just having a fireplace go right up the edge of this wall would really take up that space perfectly and give it another sort of angle there that would be really nice. Then I got to work on a sort of courtyard area because, again, I want to really make this into a city and not a town. And the way you make something into a city and not a town is basically you get rid of the grass. That's essentially what you do. Cities don't have a ton of these big grassy areas. So all this stuff kind of needs to go to make this look more like a city, or at least just be in smaller areas. So a lot of this stuff is going to go. We're going to work on some landscaping between this house, and the netherport, which actually I might keep the netherport exactly how it is. I kind of like it a lot how it is right now. So I might not change it really any. I don't think there's anything that I would do differently. I can't think of anything anyway, except for get rid of the path block and bring in the cobblestone. But yeah, the house is looking good. Hi all, it's me. Hey, hi, I'm Fix. So I wanted to bring you all into this scene because I've been live streaming a lot, and I really plan on this channel, probably my main channel, is going to be, I hate to say primarily live stream, but a lot of live stream with then videos with the lore bits sort of interspersed, but I'm going to be doing a ton of live. So if you don't have the bell notification on, you got to make sure you do it so you are alerted whenever I go live, because I have no schedule given the way my life is. So I just stream when I can. Like if I see a 45-minute window that I'm solo in the house and I can stream, then I'm just going to do that. I'll just hit like go live, no warning, I mean, you'll get the notification, but no early notification. It'll just be like, bam, I'm live, 45 minutes, don't miss it, it'll be there. I'm not going to do like the 6-hour live streams, hardly ever. It'll be really short, interspersed, maybe even multiple times a day. So make sure you ring the bell so you know exactly what's going on. Now, we've been working on this place that you just saw in the time lapse because there was this really little house here and it was so narrow. It was like 4 blocks deep and it kind of had this overhang here. I was like, I don't know what to do about this. Like, I don't know how to sort of make this work. I like the idea of a house being up over this little area of the docks because there's this lower area. And if you walk up here, then there's this higher area. And what I thought is, wouldn't it be cool if there was this sort of, the house was hanging over this place? I think the shape of it is going to work really, really well. This is going to be a little shed. It's super tiny. I'll probably just do trapdoor walls on that. In here, we just have like basically a tower, and a little walkway in between. So it's going to be a house, actually, like a residence. So people are going to live here. But the only thing I'm going to have to really figure out is like how to transition from these stone blocks up into the wood and all that kind of stuff. But, you know, overall, if you look at this, look how many villagers are somehow still alive. I can't believe they've not been eaten yet. But yeah, I mean, it's going to be cool. It's going to add a lot to the house once you get all sort of finished and detailed. A few live streams later, and it's officially day 5246. So we are moving right along in this world. I need to get my butt moving. If I'm going to get this whole thing done by day 6,000, well, there's a lot more houses to go for sure. But yeah, this one, I'm going to call this one done. Is it absolutely perfectly finished? Maybe not, but I think it's pretty darn good. I do like it. I actually really like sort of just what it adds to the town with walking under it and stuff. And it's fairly simple. You know, I didn't do anything absolutely revolutionary here or whatever, but I think it's kind of just nice. It's just a nice little house right here on the dock. Well, I still have some more time before I'm going to absolutely put a cap in this. So I do want to go to what sort of start the next project for basically the next episode now before we end off this one. So let's go decide where we're headed next, because I am alternating between this kingdom and one of the older kingdoms to just work on that. I have kind of an idea where I want to go. I'm here in Steelport because I want to deal with one of two things, and I'm not sure which one. I think I have enough time to build another factory building in this. You know, I've been really thinking a lot about sort of the future and how I want to proceed, and obviously the Supporter Kingdom is going to be the focus of right now, but you know, I really want to focus my other efforts on either Steelport, because that's going to be the industrial city where everything happens building towards the future, and also the Titan station. So I think there's one more building in Steelport that really needs work. Well, it doesn't exist right now, and it's this one right here. Like if you look, that's my tree farm, and it's obviously not a tree farm. So I think what I really need, and it's just for birch and oak, and honestly, I don't need to expand. I was thinking like, oh, I'll just expand it up to make it more and more levels of tree farm. I don't need more. This provides me with either enough oak or birch leaves if I want that, or if I want wood, or if I want saplings, whatever. It provides me with plenty. By the time I'm done doing all those rows and I replant it, just a few minutes later and it's already done. So this works just fine. I don't need to expand. What I do need though is to build up some walls and make this factory, well, actually look like a factory. So I have a plan. So I think what we should do is start building sort of the bottom of it here, and then we'll go up. Now, I want to make it different than the buildings right next and across from it. So if I look at over here, this is all stone. This is my big stone behemoth building. It looks kind of nice. It's a little plain, but I think when it blends with everything else, it's fine. This over here is my spruce with my vertical double planks and all that. You know, what is it? Double slabs. That's what it is. And then the sandstone up on top. So I want to stay away from diorite, spruce, stone. Then across the street from it, we got mud and again, more diorite. So that does limit my options slightly. I got to think this through. Well, folks, I am so sick. I got strep throat. This is the second time. I never had it as an adult ever until about maybe a year ago. I got it from my kids and I actually got it again. So this is going to be a real short segment. I did a long play because I can't talk really, as you can probably hear in my voice right now. I am just a disgusting, sick mess right now. So I did a long play. I may actually do another, but let me show you what I did here during that. Yeah, I worked out this whole factory here because this was sort of my last remaining unfinished, exposed to the air farm in all of Steelport. Actually, I have all these areas which are, you know, have all these buildings have sort of farms inside of them, and now this is my oak and birch farm. So, you know, it's not much to it. You just go in there and you just chop them all down. All the saplings and wood and stuff get collected down there. Then you can go down along here outside. There's a little bit of a walkway here that goes down in the basement level. Not a lot to see, nothing incredibly special, but and there you got all the stuff. Looks like actually I got some stuff to clean up. I'll leave the saplings, I guess. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, so you know, we have basically now all the factories in Steelport are done. So let me go sleep. I'll show you the map. If I show you the map while it's nighttime, it's really dark for some reason. I am really, really happy with how Steelport's coming along, but I will admit, I wish it were a lot bigger. You know, I'm watching our good friend Jermsyboy build a whole freaking medieval city over in his place. And, you know, yeah, I have a lot of different kingdoms and stuff like that developing. And over here we have the Supporters Kingdom and all that kind of stuff. But man, I want a big freaking industrial, more modern type of city. So I don't know. Everything just takes a long time. And I know I'm in this for the long haul, but man, I want a lot more buildings here. Well, that's going to bring us to our question or comment of the day, and it is from Andy Lacefield162, who's been commenting and watching every single video from the old hardcore playlist, and this came from one of those, and says, the way you edit is absolutely amazing. Hard to say what is better, that or your gameplay. Either way, well done. I want to say, Andy, first, I really, really appreciate that, because you know what it made me do is I went back and I watched a couple of the older hardcore videos and the way I used to do it, where I got so much done because I did 100 days worth of gameplay per video. Like the first 24 episodes in this world were 100 days per video. And I gotta say, I kind of got bit by that bug. I was like, wow, that is really cool. I really miss it. So, you know, coming up soon, I might do another one that's just for fun. I'm not hoping to go, you know, get a really big analytic push or anything like that. I just think it was fun. I might do it again because I do kind of want to see how much stuff I can get done for 100 days. So maybe eventually we do that. Plus, the nice thing about that is I can record all that without commentary. So that means I can record it with the noisy house or whatever too, and that doesn't have to be absolutely silent if I'm recording my voice as well, because I do all the voice and post and those things. Regardless, we'll see what happens over time. Thanks so much. I appreciate the comment. I appreciate all of you watching. I'll see you all next time. Bye, everybody.